All right, now I'm on the top of page 329. Pay close attention because these problems are just like the problems on your homework. So if you pay close attention here, you won't even need the homework videos because you'll understand what to do and you'll just do it. Okay, so it says solve the equation 2.5m equals 10. Well, I want the m by itself. Okay, I always want the variable by itself. And this is multiplying 2.5 times m. So I want to do the opposite of multiplying, which is dividing. That will get rid of the 2.5, leaving me with just m. But then I also have to divide 2.5 into the 10 as well. Okay, so 2.5 into 10. Okay, it won't go in evenly, so we got to put a decimal and our 0 placeholder. Bring the decimal straight up. Remember, if I have a decimal out here as for the divisor, I have to get rid of it. So I have to move my decimal over 1. That hides it. And if I move it over 1 to the right out here, I have to move it over 1 to the right inside as well. So that would put my decimal here. And then I'm doing 25 into 100. Well, I know there are 4 quarters in a dollar. So this is going to be 4. I actually end up not even needing my decimal. So m equals 4. And again, we use the division property of equality. Okay, so let's take a look. We want to get this x by itself. It's 3 times x, so I want to do the opposite of multiplying. I want to divide both sides. What do I divide both sides by? 3. Let's get rid of the 3 on this side, leaving me with just x, which is what I want to find, the value of x. And then I do 3 into 210. 3 can't go into 2. 3 can go into 21 7 times. 7 times 3 is 21. Subtract, bring down. 3 goes into 0 0 times. Subtract gives me 0. So x equals 70. Then it says check the solution. Okay, no problem. 3 times 70 equals 210. Is that true? So 1. Yes, it is. So this problem checks out. This is how we always check it. Okay, so if you get a number for x, if you get x equals a number and you say, that doesn't look right, I don't know if that's correct, go back and plug it in and see, work the problem out. All right, let's go on to number 3. Here we have 2.8 equals 4t. I want to get this t by itself. This is 4 times t. The opposite of multiplication is division, so I'm going to divide both sides. What do I divide both sides by? That coefficient, the number that's attached to the variable, 4. That gets rid of the 4 on this side, leaving me with just t over here. And then on the other side, I have to work it out. 2.8 divided by 4, bring my decimal straight up. 4 goes into 2, can't go in, goes in 0 times. 4 goes into 28. Well, if we count by 4s, 4 times 5 is 20. So 4 times 7 would be 28. So t equals 0.7. And then I just check. Does 2.8 equal 4 times, or I can use the little dot for the multiplication sign, 4 times 0.7? Yes, it does. So this checks out. Okay, now let's look at this one. It's a fraction next to a letter. Well, there's no sign in between, so this is still multiplying. It's 1/3 times n, so I have to divide both sides by 1/3. And yes, you can do this, okay? So that gets rid of the 1/3 on the one side, which is exactly what I want. Sorry about that. Now, the other side, we have 15 divided by 1/3. Okay. Well, now we're in a copy, change, flip situation. Okay. Copy the first one, change the division to multiplication, and flip or give me the reciprocal of the last one. Okay. Excuse me. So we end up with 45 over 1, and 45 over 1 is just 45, so n equals 45. Now we check it. 1/3 times 45, does that equal 15? Yes, it does. This problem checks out. Okay. I'm going to let you try number 5 on your own. Again, that's multiplying. So you're going to be dividing both sides by 1/2. And then you're going to want to do the copy, change, flip on this side. So you'll have y over here, because this will cancel out. Copy, change, flip on the other. All right, now number 6 and 7 are a little bit different. It has the variable, and then it has the fraction sign. So this is actually division. So we want to multiply both sides. What do we multiply both sides by? The denominator, 5. That will get rid of the 5, leaving you with just a, and then I multiply the other side by 5 as well. So 25 times 5, now I have 5 quarters. That's $1.25, or 125 in this case. And then we check. Does 25 equal 125 divided by 5? Yes, it does. So this problem checks. Okay, same thing over here. It's a C with a 4 right underneath it, so this is division. The opposite of division is multiplication. So I multiply this by 4, the denominator. That's how you decide what you multiply by. And then I got to multiply the other side by 4 as well. So that leaves me with just C on the right side, and then 1.3 times 4. So 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5. And then I have one number behind the decimal, so I move it over 1 here. And then I check. 1.3, does that equal 5.2 divided by 4? Yes, it does, so this checks out. Okay. And I can show you that as well. Let me just show you that real quick. 4 into 4 into 5.2. Bring my decimal straight up. 4 goes into 5 one time. 4 subtract gives me 1. Bring down the 2. 4 goes into 12 3 times. 12 subtract gives me 0. So yes, I get back to 1.3, which is where I needed to get back to. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.